What's up YouTube? It's Louis here bringing you today's cryptocurrency video. I hope you're all well. We're going to take a look at a new coin as requested by Dima. So remember to always request what coins you want to see next. I have some time today, so that's why I'm going to do an extra 2 videos. One on Ramp and then another coin that someone's requested. I think it's called Gala. I've never ever looked at these coins prior to the videos, so I'm literally looking at it for the first time with you guys. So first of all, what I noticed with Ramp is at the beginning of January, we wicked down, but in a matter of 22 days, it went up 873%. So are we going to get a similar run once we're out of this consolidation zone? So since, I think it's May, most coins it was May, April. So since April, we started tanking basically, like most of the coins, and almost all the coins did a double bottom. And what's nice is that when you form this double bottom here, you back tested at support, but you also have a larger double bottom, which you're actually sitting at the neckline of right now. This over here is a fake out, and I'll tell you why it's a fake out. Because when you got above this 200 EMA, you actually fell straight back below it and confirmed it as resistance. So the true neckline is over here. So let's get that exact for you guys. And as you can see, if we look back to where we are now, I think this is where we're currently sitting at. Let's get that exact. So down to there, to the right. Beautiful. So we don't want to lose this level, because if you do, you've got a long way to drop, because as you can see, like, it's an area where you free fall basically. And so the next level that we want to watch, if you do ever lose that, probably this double bottoms neckline. You could even say, so I'm just going to give you some multiple supports basically. So swing high here and swing low. So that's perfect. There you go. But I believe that the most important level is the one that we're currently sitting at, which we keep failing to break below. What is not the best about this area is that you keep coming into support, and support usually gets weaker the more times you test it. But at least since we come down, we have been forming higher lows. So let me draw out them higher lows for you. So we have a low here, a higher low, and a higher low. And we've actually got a higher high now. Can you see? So we have a high here, formed a higher high, now we're getting a higher high. So higher highs and higher lows on the short-term time frame, or just looking at this zone since September basically. So I'm going to place the fibs now. I'm going to ignore this wick because it's a huge wick. So when it's huge wicks, sometimes guys, I just ignore them, to be honest. I'm going to bring it down to this wick. It's not as big as that massive one. So look at that lining up exactly with this larger double bottom over here. If you don't know what the double bottom is, it's this over here. And you broke out, back tested as support, so we have a technical target to the upside. So we'll see if that has already been met. Yeah, you already met that target over here. Beautiful. You came to it, overshot it, got to the 0618. So if let's say I was trading Ramp, once it confirmed the 382 as support and the 20 over here, just above the 382, and you see how the technical target's up here. So you must take this, obviously I don't know if you take notes, but it's best to take notes with my videos. And of course, if you don't understand them, to go back and watch it twice, because you always pick up something the second time round. Repetition is what's going to make you into a great trader basically. So let's get that exact. Perfect. So you can see that's just shy. This target over here is just shy of the 0618. So if I was actually trading this, I would actually take the trade to the 0618. And I did this earlier on in the year with VeChain. Perfect. So we had this double bottom here for VeChain over here. And in my Discord, let's turn off the EMAs. And in my Discord group chat, I gave out this trade over here. And that was sitting at, so let me get you the exact target of the double bottom. So you broke out, and you can see that the target was just above the 050. And so I actually didn't put the trade there. I actually took it to the 0618. Sorry, I used to put it down here, I think. Yeah. So back when I actually did this trade, I had the 0 down here. But since then, I've pushed it up to here, basically. So the 0618 then was lining up there. And that's why I took the trade there, exactly. But of course, since then, I've moved my fibs to there for VeChain. So let's just go back to Ramp. So I was just using that as an let me just type it in. So same thing here, but we have this small double bottom which we met the target of, and this larger one which we met the target of. And you can see that it's just shy of the 0.618. So if you were taking a trade, just take it to the fib levels, because the fib levels are key levels of support and resistance. In an area of consolidation, we don't want to worry about, too much about the EMAs, really. The only one, like the 55 and the 20, the only one that really matters is the 200. When you're below this and you hit your head, you're going in a downtrend. Once you get above it, confirm as support, you're in an uptrend. And we're still holding above it, basically, so it's all good at the moment. So I'm going to look at some levels that we want to break for ramp. So the first level, of course, is the 0.618, which we actually had a wick off of. And when you wick down, you actually fell below the 50 as well. But as long as you're holding the 382, we're good. If we lose that, we know where we're coming down to, these two levels, but I don't want to see it lose that, to be honest. And it's all on Bitcoin anyway. So what's going to happen next? Once we get above 45 cents, that's when it's like basically safe again. To not safe, it's already safe, but there's still that risk basically. But as long as we can get above the 0.50, we're going to work our way to the 618. Once we confirm that support, we're heading to 102. Get to 102, fall back to the 786 before heading to that 1618 at $3.88. Sorry guys, I always do that. Okay, so once you get up there, you can fall all the way to the 1. Worst case scenario, fall to the 618. I don't see that. The usual is the 1.272. So after getting to the $3.88, you might fall to the 1.272 at $1.85. So once you can confirm that as support, or the 1, or even the 1, because that's where your swing high is, then we will head to these higher up targets. So let me check what the percentage going to the 1618 is. 1,200%. So this will be my minimal target. What was that? 1,000? Yeah, 200. Perfect. So not much more to say. That is going to be my end of bull run target. Let's take a look at the 4 hour, see what's going on. So it has a lot of these, like, not pump and dumps, but these wicks over here. A lot of large wicks, just like fire is. So it's about finding them key levels of support, basically. We would have liked to hold this because that's where the 55 and the 20 was. But of course, if you lose them, you're going to come to the 200. At the moment, you've used the 200 as resistance, but you have not formed a lower low. Let's zoom in so it's clearer. So you haven't formed a lower low. You actually formed a double bottom, but it's not valid yet until you break this neckline. So let's just use the 200 EMA. Once we break this 200 EMA over here, which is the level of, once we get above 30 cent essentially, once we get above 30 cent, confirm that support, you'll be above all the EMAs basically, because these will keep dragging down as we continue to go flat over here, consolidate. And so that technical target will bring you up above the EMAs, sitting at this swing high over here at 32 cents. So in the short term, you're going to have this resistance point over here. Perfect. Where you might run into, come back to this swing high, something like this. And then fall back to this before breaking it and heading to that, the 0.50. Once we get there, every time you get there, it's like an area of supply, so it keeps dropping. So hopefully find support on the EMAs before breaking above, confirming that support and heading to that 618 at 45 cent. So that's my next target in the short term, basically 35 cent. Then we'll pull back and head to 45 cent. End the bull run target roughly around $3.88, guys. Perfect. I hope you enjoyed today's quick ramp update. It wasn't quick, sorry, but I hope you enjoyed this update. I'll catch you in the next one. And as always, peace.